It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Geno Smith. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Seahawks and the Giants. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September. You're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the team.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Lumen Field. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the zone read, it's a give to Charbonnet. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Here's a 2nd and 9. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Smith. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Geno. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And a short pickup past the 25. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Lock out of the shotgun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9, brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Play action now. It's Geno. He gets that to his big target. Bam! And he's into the end zone. Noah Fant. Touchdown Seahawks. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Locke. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Lock to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. Before this next drive gets started, I want to tell you what's coming up in primetime here in Week 5. First week of October. Starts tonight with Sunday Night Football. Memories of the 70s sure to come to mind as the Cowboys and Steelers meet. It's in Pittsburgh at 8:20 Eastern. Followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. It's the Saints against the champion Chiefs at Arrowhead. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet.
Welcome McFadden on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Locke. He's got his man. That's Slayton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They send the tight end in motion. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On 1st down is Locke. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He chooses to keep it on the zone read. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Quick hitting slant there. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's Locke. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Giants 10, Seahawks 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Smith will give it to Charbonnet. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Charbonnet. He'll get this up close to a first down as he stopped just shy of midfield. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a run with Charbonnet. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
First down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Giants' 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Smith. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Walk to throw on 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Locke. Now a screen set up for Tracy. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. He keeps it himself. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. What can they do here? This is third and forever. From the shotgun, Smith. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is incomplete. One final chance, does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one on the road. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Bo Nix, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. The veteran big Jonathan Hankins in there to end it. On play action, Locke. He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Giants.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and
they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And what stands out the most about Murphy, Mike, is just his ability to play with leverage. He's quick, he can disrupt, and he is so good against those double teams. 5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss his last year in college, both career highs. I think he's a young defensive player that has a chance to be really good at the NFL level.
3rd and 6. tight end going in motion here. And that is incomplete. Julian Love, the former Notre Dame star, with the good coverage, and he's able to knock that one away. The Giants sending out their punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to Lockett outright. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Geno. Once again, right back to Lockett. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Smith. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. A give to Charbonnet. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Charbonnet. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Smith. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now Smith. That's complete to Metcalf. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Geno to throw. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll go. Smith. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lock to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Slayton is the man in motion. Lock out of the shotgun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. A 2nd down throw for Locke. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And
oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. Play action now. It's Geno. Metcalf hauls in that one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a give, running left, it's Charbonnet. Just a short gain to the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and Drew Lock getting set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. The outside, caught by Neighbors. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Lock to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go.
Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Van. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Locke to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll run with Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, it's Tracy. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. That penalty is declined.
So a road win here for the Giants. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.